Hey everyone, welcome back to 25 Sweetpeas. So today for you, I am swatching and reviewing the Smoky Mountain Lacquer in Bloom collection, which consists of 6 gorgeous polishes, all related around florals that you would see in the spring time, which is just perfect for this time of year. And these are going to be releasing at the Indie Shop in Atlanta, Georgia. However, they will be available online afterwards. The date on that is not exact, but I will let you know as soon as I do know. So now let's get on to the swatching. First up, we are starting with a yellow. This is called Orchid, and it has a ever so slight shimmer in it. It's kind of an orangey shimmer that I think the camera might pick up. I'm not sure. So as I apply it, you can tell this is kind of like a milky cream formula. That's probably how come the shimmer actually works so well in this one. And there is one coat, as you can see. It is sheer. It is running towards the edges a little bit. You definitely want to try to put a minimal amount of polish on your nail because I got a little too much there on the edge. But there is one coat, and we'll be back in just a bit for a second. Okay, now we are going to go ahead and apply our second coat of Orchid. This is a really nice yellow. So there is the second coat. You can see it leveled out pretty well. I personally can still see in a few spots towards up here and towards there. So I will let this dry and see what a third coat does. I do have 3 coats on in the photos, so I'm going to go ahead and show you. Okay, we're going to go ahead and apply our third coat of Orchid, see if we finally reach full coverage, and we do appear to. So there is 3 coats of Orchid. Next up, we're moving on to the pink version of Orchid, meaning that it's basically the same formula. And this one is called Tulip. And this is, I'm just going to go ahead and say, it's already one of my favorites out of this collection. It is lovely. Instead of like a pink shimmer, it has a holographic scattered shimmer, which is really nice and adds something to it. It's kind of bright, but yet soft at the same time. Kind of reminds you of those like pastel neons, which I know sounds like an oxymoron, but that's what it kind of reminds me of. So there is one coat of Tulip. Now we are going to apply our second coat of Tulip. And for swatching, I did get this to be full coverage in 2 coats, as I have again. So there is 2 coats of Tulip, and I really love this pink. Its formula was really nice to work with, and even though it is like a milky based cream, it covers really well. Now we are moving on to Hibiscus, which is kind of a periwinkle shade, and it is the same type of base as the past 2 polishes you guys saw. This one also has that pink shimmer and some holographic shimmer. As you can see, it is sheer, kind of that milky cream again, but from swatching, I do know this is going to cover really well. So there is one coat of Hibiscus. Okay, we are now going to go in for our second coat of Hibiscus, which I love this color. This is just so flattering on, and it's just like the perfect spring periwinkle. So there is 2 coats, and we have reached full coverage. Now we are moving on to a fun spring-like orange. This one is called Amaryllis, and this one is like, it's got some flakies in there too, so I think you guys are going to like this one. Ooh. There's one coat. The formula is really nice on this one. It has a bit of a metallic sheen in there, as you guys can see, I think. I think the camera's picking that up. So there is one coat. You can kind of see the gold flakies up here. They're like really, really small ones, so you may or may not notice them that much. But in the bottle, you definitely can. And it gives that velvet look. I know I've mentioned that before in videos where it's kind of like a soft metallic-y polish. Then it has like little flakes that remind me of velvet for some reason. But there is one coat of Amaryllis. Now we are going to go ahead and go in for our second coat of Amaryllis and see what happens. This does have like a pink shimmer in it too that shows up, and I think it's just really pretty for an orange because, as you guys probably know, I'm not a huge orange person, but whenever I can see it like a sunset color showing up, then I'm happy. So there is 2 coats, and we definitely have reached full coverage, and this is a really nice orange. Now we are going into the vampier shades of this little collection, and this one is called Hyacinth. It's like a deep midnight purple that definitely has a holo surprise for you guys. So let's get this on. This is a jelly-like base where it's like sheer purple. As you guys can see though, but this formula is like really good. You can see it like spreads really nicely. It is still a tad bit sheer in a few spots, although, I mean, it doesn't really look it on camera. But there is 1 coat, and we will let this dry and put on the second. Okay, it is now time that we go in for our second coat of Hyacinth. I'm hoping the scattered holo will show better in the swatch pictures that I will share right after this clip, because the holo in it is so pretty. I am going to grab a flashlight to see if we can get it to show up in this bit. But there is a second coat, and it is complete coverage. And if you are far away, you might even think that this is a black polish, but I promise you it is a purple. Okay, that is not doing anything for it. Well, what a bummer. I hope the holo is showing up for you guys, but if not, let's take a look at the swatch pictures now. Now we are moving on to the last one, and this one is called Rose. As I mentioned, this one and the last one are the darker shades of this collection, but this is a little bit brighter, so you can see it is like a deep jelly base, and it's got some scattered glitter in it there and some little flakies that are definitely pulling a bit more of the red and purple tones. So there is 1 coat. It is very, very sheer, so we're going to let that dry and put on a second coat in just a bit. Okay, we are now going to get ready to put on the second coat, but first, just look at that shimmer in those glitters in there. I think it's just so pretty. It's got that hollowness, and it's got the bright red and purple. I'm really impressed. And this one is called Roses, and now that I've been thinking about what I said, I don't feel like I said that, but if I did, I'm sorry for repeating myself, but this is called Roses. And there is 2 coats. It is a full coverage in it, 2 coats. It's still a tad bit sheer though, like it's not as dark as what you would think by looking at it in the bottle. However, that is okay because it is a full coverage into a sheer. So here it is in the bottle, and here's what it looks like on the nail. I am really happy with the 2 coats, so I'm going to let it be, and we're going to take a look at the swatch pictures. And here is a wrap up of all of the polishes you just saw swatched. I hope you guys liked these. Let me know what your favorite one was. I'm really liking the pink. It's like the perfect milkiness and then a nice little scattered holo in there that just makes it super fun to wear. So as I already mentioned, these will be available at the Indie Shop in Atlanta, Georgia, here just this week, I believe. And then they will be available online afterwards. The date on that is not exact yet, but as soon as I know, I will let y'all know. So I think that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like and subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see y'all next time. Bye!